We're here in Port Charlotte on the Isle of Islay, just off the west coast of Scotland. And that's particularly fitting that we're here today because just beside me we have what I'm hoping will be a stunning bottle of Port Charlotte as bottled by Dramfool. Dramfool are an independent bottler. They've worked quite closely with Bruichladdich Distillery before, so they know what they're doing when it comes to whisky from this distillery. This particular bottle that we've got is bottled at cask strength. It's 57.9%. And this wasn't the first cask filled at Bruichladdich, but it was among the earliest. Distilled in 2002, bottled the 11th of May 2022. So that means we have a 20-year-old Scotch whisky with us here. This one is matured entirely in bourbon casks, which I think usually takes quite well to the Bruichladdich or Port Charlotte spirit. You know, it really helps that sort of nice, subtle, peaty flavour that you get from the Port Charlotte whisky coming through. Each bottle of this release is actually for the Islay Festival in 2022. There's only 188 bottles of this available. So unfortunately we won't be opening this one today. We don't want to reduce that number so that everyone has a chance to get a bottle. But we've been lucky enough to have been sent a sample, so we'll crack that open and see what this tastes like. So it can sometimes be hard to get an idea of colour in a bigger glass like this, but you are getting a nice sort of golden hue to it, which is what you'd expect after 20 years in bourbon casks. On the nose, I've not even lifted this to my nose yet, and I'm already getting a lovely sort of pungent peatiness coming through. Again, nice peat smoke. It's not too overpowering. There is like a subtle sweetness coming through, almost citrusy, kind of lemony. I can't tell if it's the glass or the environment around me, but I'm getting a slight sort of seaweedy hint as well. Lovely stuff, appetising. Cheers. So once you get over that sort of initial alcohol prickle, the first flavour that you're still getting is that lovely rich peat smoke. Sometimes with a heavily peated whisky, as it gets older, you'll generally lose some of that smokiness and you'll get more influence from the cask coming through. You are getting some of the cask flavour, but that peatiness is still very pronounced. This is a very nice, smoky, older whisky. Remarkable body to it, really mouth coating. In terms of flavour, there's a slight marzipan hint hidden beneath that sort of smokiness. So with water, you're actually getting a slight, almost medicinal note coming through to it. It's not off-putting, it's not as in your face as you would maybe expect from something like Laphroaig, but it's just an underlying, it's almost kind of nostalgic. It's making me think of a TCP, you know, when I cut my knee and my granny would put some on my leg. But yeah, again, that sort of seaweedy element coming through as well. So the peat's definitely less pronounced when you add water. There's almost a delicate floral hint coming through. Can't quite place exactly what it is, but botany's never been my strong point, but definitely floral. Yeah, there's an earthiness. It's not quite peat smoke, but that sort of balance is really nice with that sort of subtle floral nature once you've added a little bit of water. All in all, I think this is another stunning dram from Port Charlotte, Bruichladdich, and the lads at Dramfool have done a fantastic job picking this one out for us. Hope you enjoy. Cheers.